One of the most important tools that the PBOC, the Central Bank of China, uses is secrecy. It really doesn't tell us what it thinks. It doesn't tell us what it plans to do. There isn't really much in the way of signalling about what's going on, which is why last summer, when interbank rates suddenly spiked, people were thrown into a bit of a panic. They didn't know if the central bank had engineered the situation deliberately and was in charge, or whether the central bank had been caught short and was on the back foot. Now, they're getting a little bit better at communicating what they want to do. In particular, they're using the Weibo microblog occasionally to announce things that they've done a few days later. But still, the PBOC is one of the most secretive central banks in the world, which, given that it's running the second biggest economy in the world, is sometimes a source of concern. Now, the PBOC is in the middle of a very interesting monetary experiment. It's trying to push up rates, but only for certain kinds of borrowers. So recently we've seen interbank rates have been spiking. They've been very volatile for the past year. That shouldn't make any difference to borrowers of traditional bank loans, because banks borrow from depositors at a fixed rate to fund those loans. It does, however, make a big difference for anyone who's utilising shadow banks, which are funded using these volatile interbank securities. So the big question really is whether China can squeeze borrowers from certain areas of the shadow banking sector without hurting the rest of the economy. Now, it probably can, because these various sectors of the economy aren't as linked as they would be in a country with a more functional financial system. So it's quite possible that some borrowers will find they suddenly have to pay more, but good, productive borrowers will still be able to access affordable funding, either from the markets or from the banks themselves. So there is a limit to how much pain the central bank is ever prepared to inflict on even the most wayward members of the financial system. And that's why, when it comes down to it, the central bank tends to intervene at the last minute, pump a little bit more liquidity in the system, and make sure that everyone is taken to the brink but no further.